Hi. So, Splashback is a short film where two gentlemen are using the restroom when the bounds of their comfort zones are really tested by another man who breaks the most important rule of men's bathroom etiquette, which is to leave a single urinal in between yourself and the next person. It's a short comedy, but it's also a criticism of social norms and expectations and what it's okay to really have discussions about. I want this movie to make a statement about our current sexual education standards and just really about how we treat one another and how we can bridge this gap in our country and really find a common ground with a little bit of humor and like a classic old tune. But I think that's why this project is so significant in this time and why the time for this project would be now. So we open in a bar, and it's really more like a tavern. Just all kinds of people can hang out, any kinds of people really. And we focus on our three main characters. So we start with Robert. It's this older white man, mid 50s, blue collar worker type. He's kind of like your grandpa or that relative at the party who, when the booze is flowing and someone says something about politics, you go, oh no, here we go again. It's Robert. Then there's Axel. He's sort of the future or the present, young Latino millennial who has all the political correctness, but still a lack of that sort of education that I was talking about earlier, into where he's a little bit insecure and is kind of representative of his generation, where he's allowing all these older forces to kind of dictate the conversation and isn't really taking control of his own life. And finally, we have Pat, who's our protagonist. He's transgendered, he's just recovered from all of his surgeries, and he's about to enter a men's bathroom, public men's bathroom, for the first time. And we have this really cool moment where he stands between the two restrooms, his past identity as a woman and now today his future. And he just bucks up the courage and bursts into the men's bathroom and places himself confidently right in between Robert and Axel at their urinals, which is kind of taboo enough as it is. And then he starts talking to them, which freaks them out. But they start to have a conversation, and they find out they all love music. So when Pat is clocked as trans, it's not so much a stark negative reaction as to more you discover that Robert and Axel, these two other characters, are really ignorant to what's offensive to trans people and really kind of bunches the whole LGBTQ plus community together. And through their discussions, they really grow as people and they start to learn and discuss etiquette. So when it's time to leave, and Pat is disgusted by the way that the other two guys, when they wash their hands, just kind of do the wash, rub it off on your shirt, he forces them to wash their hands properly and leads them in kind of a song and singing together that really kind of encompasses this sense of unity through music, which they all share. And that's what it's really about, is just that humor and opening yourselves up and really trying to understand one another, that we can get these people of such different backgrounds and understandings to, at the very least, share a bathroom, because if we can't do that in our society, then we're in trouble. And so that's where this film fits in. A film that doesn't take itself too seriously, but still has a strong and important message to tell. And if we can have a little fun at the same time, where's the harm in that?